Hold on, just 5 seconds. I want to say a quick thank you for watching my videos, because I go on YouTube, probably like you do, to be entertained. I watch travel vlogs, I watch fitness vlogs, people going out and about, doing things, vlogging, having fun, experiences, all this kind of stuff. We want to be out there and kind of live vicariously through other people. And yeah, I watch YouTube much more than I watch Netflix. I hardly watch Netflix anymore. And so I just want to say I appreciate you watching some bloke just sitting down having a chit chat. But I also think that it's important that we do slow down occasionally and just invest a little bit of time in just either listening to a podcast or watching a YouTube video like this and getting a few insights, just getting a few new habits, maybe to try some new mindset perspectives, and just how we can show up a little bit better in our life and essentially just get more out of it. It's important now that we do take the time to still do that, because we have so many distractions, right? We can go on YouTube right now and we can watch 100 different videos. We can go on Instagram and watch 100 different videos. We can go on LinkedIn and read 100 different articles. There's so much that we can be doing, and that's why it's so much harder now for a lot of people to focus and really get the benefits of just having a little bit of a deep think. Because deep thinking and self-reflection and just thinking about yourself and thinking about where your life's going and how you're acting up and how you're showing up, it takes a bit of time, right, to get into that kind of mode. And you need to put the distractions away and really just kind of focus on it. So within just these 5 minutes, I just wanted to highlight kind of the 5 outcomes that I have noticed myself in just having a bit more of a purposeful mindset. Okay, first outcome is sharper and better decision making. The question to ask yourself is this taking me closer towards what I want to achieve, or is this taking me further away? So, for example, 2 examples. That could be, I need to go to the gym in the morning, so I'm going to refrain from going to the pub and having some alcoholic drinks because I want to get in better shape. I either want to lose weight, I want to increase my energy, my mental clarity, I have a race coming up, whatever it might be, whatever your health or fitness goal is, you have to ask yourself, is that specific decision going to benefit me or take me further away from my goal? Second outcome is increased resilience. And what that means is it's you understand that life is always going to be hard, right? There's always something that is not going to be perfect, or there's going to be a challenge or an obstacle. It could be anything, right? It could be something to do with your health. It could be something to do with your relationship. It could be something to do with work. It could be something to do with anything. There's never going to be a time in our life where everything is absolutely perfect. And having a more purposeful mindset and just having more self-reflection and kind of an understanding, right, of that allows you to improve your resilience. So when obstacles and challenges come up, you know that this is just part of life, like these things happen. Third outcome is increased consistency. So we all know that motivation, it's a very fleeting feeling, right? It can go up and down. But once you have more purpose, or you know why you're doing something, consistency comes a lot easier. So just for example, real quick, my morning walk, my most simple habit. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but I know that if I do it, it's going to wake me up physically, mentally, and most importantly, it's going to filter in to the other areas of the day. So if I press that snooze button and I lie in bed, then it's going to filter into other aspects of the day, because it's allowing me to not get out of bed and essentially do a shortcut, right? So I might do a shortcut at work, or I might do a shortcut with a friend. Okay, fourth outcome is more meaningful achievements, because you have showed up for you, you've done something for you. And again, that's not a selfish act. We all need to feel good about ourselves and doing things for ourselves and not always just for others. So for example, I can give a YouTube example. One of my most viewed YouTube videos is something on the lines of travel, which I no longer do anymore. But if I was just chasing likes and chasing views and chasing subscribers the whole time and trying all this external validation stuff, then I would just create more of these videos that got more views. However, that's not really aligned to me, and what I help my clients with is the health habits, the mindset perspectives, trying to be more positive, trying to show up better as yourself. And I know that these videos don't necessarily get more views. Well, they get a lot less views. But the videos that I do put out that will get a new client, or a LinkedIn article that gets a new client, I'm going to feel so much more better in myself because I haven't just chased the external stuff. So that achievement is aligning to myself more, so it's more meaningful. And fifth and final outcome is stronger fulfillment. So the deep sense of fulfillment that you're proud of how you showed up. So, for example, in my 20s, it was all about partying and drinking. And when I got into my 30s and early 30s, I was like, well, I kind of want to stop doing that because I know how good I feel living a more healthy lifestyle. But in order to live a more healthy lifestyle, I needed to stop putting myself in those situations of going to the pub regularly and reducing my alcohol intake and eating better and moving more and all this kind of stuff, right? And I would go on hikes on the weekend instead of to the pub. And I'd lost friends along the way because of that, because they were drinking buddies. And just the perception of people that you used to hang out with would think you're boring for kind of choosing a kind of different lifestyle. This is just like an example. There's so many other examples, but this is just one that came to mind. But you feel so much better in yourself, because I could have easily gone to the pub and drunk loads, but then you feel so much more fulfilled when you do something that aligns to you, right? And how you want to live your life and kind of what your values are. So to wrap this up, you don't need to have just one big purpose in life. It's all about just living purposefully, how you want to show up better in the days, how you can be happier, how you can get more out of life. And so just asking yourself a couple simple questions. What do you actually want? And what type of person do you want to be?